Todd Show. Mike and Todd Show.
It's a game where the stories are completely fascinating, and the points only matter to us. The points are currently fluctuating right now because I was gone for a while, but we think we stand at Mike at 10, Todd at 11, I at 5, so maybe today will be my day. I don't know. We're about to give you some headlines. You text your vote, Candy, Mike, or Todd, or something about the story to 98973. That's the Online Training Academy text line. And then right at 4:06, we're going to see if your pick made it out on top. So here we go. Time for the pitches. Who wants to go first? Mike,
I'll
you?
go first.
All right.
So my story is about why something that we've all noticed, but we don't really know why it's happening. If you've been in a Costco or if you've been in a Best Buy or you've been in any electronics store, you've probably wondered, why are TVs so cheap? TVs have gotten amazingly cheap. 4K TVs, 50-inch, 60-inch TVs. In Costco, they sell them in 2-packs. These TVs have gotten so incredibly cheap, and it turns out there's a reason TVs are cheap, and it may be a reason that you don't like.
Oh, no. I like that a lot. I kind of want to vote
backing
for
out?
Mike. No,
But just
okay.
say the same story.
If you want to vote for Mike, text 98973. A little bit of something about Mike's TV story. We'll find out the answer to that. Todd, what's your pitch for
All right,
Teacher
so I
News?
got great news.
Yeah.
I found the $30 million for Tacoma Public Schools.
We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, so they said they need to cut $30 million. They're going to have a sit-down with all the parents and stuff. They're getting rid of the prepackaged salads, which I know outraged you, Candy.
It did.
You
I
can
totally
keep
get it, though.
You can get the prepackaged salads back because I found the area that we can cut, lickety-split, and you know what? Doesn't even have to happen at the classroom level. So if you want to hear the details on that, text Todd's story to 98973. Candy Harper.
Todd's solving some problems. All right. So Voldemort, the Wicked Witch of the West, homeowners
You're not supposed to say Voldemort.
I am.
He who shall not be named.
No, I tempt him all the time. Anyway, these are the major villains of our time. One case of an HOA fine out of Tennessee is going to leave you shocked, questioning if we should even allow Tennessee to continue to be a state. It is a ridiculous case, but I want everyone to hear it and then maybe go back and look at your own lease agreement and see what your HOA has control over. So that is my story. We have a lot of renters. This might be something that pertains to you. So text the word candy to 98973 if you want to hear more on that.
It's Mike's story. Costco, cheap TVs. Why is that happening? 98973. Me, Tacoma Schools. Have I found the $30 million they need? I contend I have. And Candy
I'm
Harper.
talking about the evil.
Yeah, he who
HOA.
should not be named, deciding to name he who should not be named, taking the big risk. So we'll come back on the Candy, Mike, and Todd show. Are millennial drivers in the Northwest more aggressive or just more honest? That's a good question because I've never found them to be particularly aggressive as a group of people. And a proposed bill would require that you show that you got insurance before you purchase car tabs. So we'll dig into that. And directly to come back, you'll find out who won Choose Your News. Now, Tracy Taylor comes to the fore. Remember, there's no teleprompter. This is completely off the top of her head, drawn out from data,
Yes.
computer screens, and a whole lot of knowledge.
You bet.
Tracy now performs live. A traffic report brought to you by Emerald Queen Casino.
Very busy on southbound 405. I think we've got something going on just after the 520 interchange because that's a quick break in the backup and continues to slow outside of downtown Bellevue all the way through Newcastle. It looks like both directions of 405 are slammed between South Center and the Valley Freeway. Really hung up southbound on the Valley Freeway from 405 heading out to 277th. Not bad on southbound 5, but we are definitely building outside of the Ship Canal Bridge through the downtown corridor, and southbound 99 is doing the same. More on that coming up here at 403. Traffic brought to you by Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming legendary rockers Blue Oyster Cult March 30th. Get your tickets for more cowbell and Blue Oyster Cult only at the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. KIRO Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Tracy Taylor.
This is Dave Ross. Wednesday morning, Hannah Scott on the legislature's latest attempt to make car tabs cheaper. Felix Bunnell on the day Husky Stadium collapsed. And the Michael Cohen testimony live Wednesday on Seattle's Morning News.
On KIRO Radio, 97.3 FM.
News and talk, powered by the Pacific Northwest.
For almost 50 years around here, Bucky's Complete Auto Repair has been fixing cars and trucks. These days, with modern technology, there are less busted knuckles, but the old-fashioned service remains. Bucky's is local, family-owned, with 16 locations around Puget Sound, from Kitsap and Everett through Puyallup and Tacoma. We're the neighborhood place for brakes, mufflers, radiators, check engine light, oil changes, and just about anything else. Bucky's Complete Auto Repair. No appointment needed. Just check Bucky's.com for the Bucky's near you.
Opening March 9th at Silver Spur Resort, acreage properties minutes from Lake Chelan with 300 days of sun. Todd, tell us more.
Included is a Yellowstone-inspired owner's lodge, pool, hot tub, sport courts, and miles of recreational trails. Acreage properties start at only $69,000.
Or a custom cabin package on acreage for just $179,000. With only 12 properties, these will go fast, so call now, make your reservation. 800-422-6009. Silver Spur Resort. 800-422-6009.
What's it like to take a spring getaway to Victoria, BC on the newer, bigger Victoria Clipper boat? Amazing. Hashtag Bouchard Gardens, hashtag in bloom, Canadian flag emoji, says Caitlin's Instapost. It's no wonder beautiful, walkable Victoria was named one of the world's best cities by Condé Nast. There's so much to take in. Spring blooms, afternoon tea at the Empress Hotel, wine tasting, plus endless charm. And now, getting there on the Victoria Clipper is even better. The newer boat is more spacious, and you can book comfort class with stunning views of Puget Sound and free snacks. So don't wait. Book your Victoria getaway right now during the spring sale for a great price, as low as $178 for Victoria Clipper round trip and 2 nights hotel. Guaranteed best rates, plus kids ride free. Don't miss out on this great deal, Seattle. Book it all now at clippervacations.com. Experience your Northwest. Clipper Vacations. Get on board. Get away.
Hey everyone, it's Ursula Roytine, and I'm here with Dr. Andrew Ross, a gastroenterologist with Virginia Mason, to talk about something called EOE, which is actually something I'm familiar with because my son was diagnosed with it in high school. So Dr. Ross, what exactly is EOE?
EOE stands for eosinophilic esophagitis.
Okay, I can see why you just used the term EOE.
It's a chronic inflammatory condition of the esophagus, likely caused by an allergy. It's something we are seeing more of, especially with young patients, as you have seen with your son.
So what are the symptoms?
Trouble swallowing, the sensation of food getting lodged in your throat. Sometimes it actually does get stuck, which can be scary.
It was terrifying. My son had one of those experiences while we were at a theme park in Florida. So explain, how is it treated?
We can usually reduce the inflammation with medication or the elimination of the aggravating food or foods.
Thank you, Dr. Ross. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, you can call the world-renowned Virginia Mason Digestive Disease Institute or find them online at virginiamason.org/EOE.
You only get 18 summers with your kids while they're still kids.
We're gonna go boating, wakeboarding, surfing. All today? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Mind blown. Gas. We get to spend more time with our parents when we're on vacation, and we get to do these fun things we've never done before.
Make it happen. You will not regret it. You're not going to say, oh, I wish I would have taken less vacations with my family.
Time is fleeting, so we want to make the most of it.
Make this summer count. Start planning your Idaho adventure at 18summers.us.
Batteries Plus Bulbs offers free car battery testing, free installation. They have batteries for cars, trucks, motorcycles, RVs, ATVs. Order online, save 10%, and get free shipping when you pick it up in store. 10 locations from Olympia to Everett and now open in Arlington. BatteriesPlusBulbs.com.
RV buyers, did Snowmageddon prevent you from going to the Seattle RV show? Good news! Tacoma RV, the state's #1 towable dealer, is continuing RV show promotions and factory incentives through Sunday. Come check out over 250 different floor plans. Get a lifetime warranty on all new and select pre-owned models. Plus, just for coming to browse, Tacoma RV will give you a free gas card. No purchase necessary. There's still time to save thousands at Tacoma RV, just off I-5 and Fife and at TacomaRV.com.
Through the end of the month, when you choose Leak Armor installed windows from Lake Washington Windows and Doors, we'll pay your sales tax and give you a free upgrade to Milgard's heat deflecting Suncoat Max glass. Ask about our financing. Lake Washington Windows and Doors, a name you can trust.
You might not be able to get a new car with your tax refund, but you can make your car feel like it's brand new. Come into Maaco today and get your dream paint job during their tax season sales event.
It's Rachel Bell, and I know a lot of people have had cabin fever with all the snow, but at Muckleshoot Casino, it is fun to be inside. They offer more than 3,000 gaming machines, the only iRoulette tables in the state, and hands down the best poker in the Pacific Northwest. They have great restaurants and the largest smoke-free gaming area in the state. And because you've been nice, Muckleshoot Casino's ATM machines will be fee-free through April 30th. Get all the latest promotions and dining specials at muckleshootcasino.com. It's all about you at Muckleshoot Casino in Auburn, the biggest and best in the Northwest.
Low prices just got lower with hundreds of rollbacks at Walmart. If you've been putting off buying that 4K Ultra HD TV, those new Goodyear tires, or the latest smartphone, now's the time to shop. Because Walmart has all that and more on rollback. Just visit your local Walmart or walmart.com.
Catch the Sports Insider weekday mornings at 7:45 on KIRO Radio 97.3 FM. Brought to you by your Toyota dealers. Over 30 Toyota offers at buyatoyota.com.
KIRO Radio 97.3 FM. Online at mynorthwest.com and streaming on the KIRO Radio app. KIRO FM, Tacoma, Seattle. News and talk. Powered by the Pacific Northwest.
The House votes to roll back the president's border emergency.
Violates the balance of power.
The president's former lawyer makes new allegations.
I'm going to let the American people decide exactly who's telling the truth.
Final preparations for the second Trump-Kim summit.
The U.S. will try to extract new commitments from the North Koreans.
This is the CBS World News Roundup Late Edition, sponsored by the Capital One Saver Card.
The House has approved a resolution to roll back the president's emergency declaration designed to free up money for border wall construction and send it off to the Senate. CBS's Bill Rakoff reports from Capitol Hill.
On this vote, the yeas are...
The vote in the Democratically controlled House was 245 to 182 to advance the resolution of disapproval to the Senate. That's where some Republicans, like Alaska's Lisa Murkowski, oppose what they worry is a breach of the separation of powers between the executive and legislative branches.
I'm going to be voting yes on the resolution of disapproval.
Others, like Louisiana Republican John Kennedy, say they will support the president.
I think the president has statutory authority, so my plan right now is to support the president.
Bill Rakoff, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Trump's former personal lawyer on Capitol Hill today for closed-door Senate testimony, and tomorrow it's a public session before the House where he's expected to allege the president engaged in illegal activity.
At this point in time, I really appreciate the opportunity that was given to me to clear the record and to tell the truth.
CBS's Paula Reed.
Tomorrow, the focus will be a little more broad, focusing on the president's business practices, these allegations of criminal conduct related to hush money payments, and of course, these tax documents that he says he's going to present. These were allegedly prepared by President Trump's accountant, and they could suggest that he tried to either over-report his income or under-report his income to avoid having to pay his fair share of taxes.
It's Wednesday morning in Hanoi. President Trump has a full day of activities leading up to his summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The two will meet face-to-face for dinner later before really getting down to business Thursday. CBS's Major Garrett.
The U.S. goal remains verifiable denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, which would require international inspections of North Korean nuclear facilities. Pyongyang wants an end to U.S. economic sanctions and a withdrawal over time of U.S. troops from the Korean Peninsula. President Trump has said as long as North Korea maintains its current moratorium on ballistic missile and nuclear testing, he's in no hurry to come to an agreement.
I'm not in a rush. I don't want to rush anybody. I just don't want testing. As long as there's no testing, we're happy.
On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropping 34 points to 26,057. The blue chips had been up as much as 63. The Nasdaq was down 5. Now this.
Brought to you by the new Capital One Saver Card. Earn 4% cash back on dining and entertainment, 2% at grocery stores, and 1% on all other purchases. What's in your wallet?
What's it like to be stranded on a train for more than 36 hours?
It's been all right. It's actually not as bad as everyone thinks it was.
Details coming up after KIRO Radio Real-Time Traffic. Here's Tracy Taylor.
So I just tweeted out some of those real-time travel times because they're relatively high. As a matter of fact, if we are headed out the door right now, your Seattle to Everett drive is going to take 76 minutes. Seattle to Federal Way about 47. Federal Way to Tacoma is at 47 minutes. Bellevue to Everett at 70, and Bellevue to Tukwila at 44. The bridges are meh. I will give it that. We are seeing some slowing heading eastbound 90 coming off of Mercer Island, getting up to that 405 merge because southbound 405 is absolutely slammed outside of Bellevue. 520 seems to be the better bridge right now. Our drive on northbound 5, you can tell by the drive time how tough it is outside of the U District and working its way into parts of South Everett. Once again, some slowing starting to form after the Boeing Freeway and heading up and past Highway 2. I promised you a look at the drive on southbound I-5 about 10 minutes ago, and yeah, it's busy outside of the U District parked and continuing into the convention center. But we had reports of a wreck on Southbound 5 out near I-90 that was blocking at one point. I think it's been cleared out of the way since DOT took it away from their blocking incidents page. Our Southbound 99 drive is busy outside of the tunnel, heading out to the stadiums. Of course, Highway 18 has some slowing on both directions, heading eastbound at Auburn Way, westbound from Weyerhaeuser up to the I-5 merge. And it looks like our stall on Southbound I-5 out near the Puyallup River Bridge has cleared out of the way, but it's left a mess behind it from just after 320th. And now 16 is a little slow as we get closer to the I-5 merge, where DOT has posted up a severe side wind warning. Traffic brought to you by Fred Meyer. The Fred Meyer Buy 5, Save 5 event is happening now. Just mix and match any 5 participating items and save $5 at checkout. Fred Meyer, what's on your list today? KIRO Radio Real-Time Traffic, I'm Tracy Taylor.
Now, from the KIRO Radio Newsroom and streaming on the KIRO Radio app.
An Amtrak train out of Seattle that was stuck for more than 36 hours in Oregon is on the move again. KOIN TV catching the sound as the train arrived in Eugene earlier. It's on its way back to Seattle now. Some of the 183 passengers on board frustrated, but most giving the crew props.
They fed us and they took care of us.
They're making diapers for some of the kids that are on the train.
No complaints.
The crews stopped the train last night after spotting trees on the track and for safety reasons opted to keep everyone on board. An Alaska Airlines flight en route from SeaTac to Orange County, California had to turn around this morning after crew members started complaining about a foul odor in the cockpit. 3 of the crew had to be evaluated at a hospital. No word on what caused that odor. Detectives are searching for the driver who hit and killed a bicyclist in South Seattle. Arina Rogova tells KIRO 7 her coworkers saw what happened yesterday.
She said she saw literally his body flying in the air.
Police are looking for a white sedan with damage to the front end and windshield. Will you get to pay just $30 for your car tabs? The Washington State House and Senate Transportation Committees took up Tim Eyman's initiative this afternoon. KIRO Radio's Hannah Scott reports.
Eyman was able to get enough signatures to get I-976 to the ballot, but it's an initiative to the legislature, so lawmakers will have a chance to approve it, do nothing, or offer their own alternative that would also go to voters. Republican Senator Steve O'Ban says there's almost no chance Eyman's measure is approved by lawmakers.
Will they put an alternative on the ballot like mine? We'll see.
O'Ban's bill cuts the car tab tax by more than half. Another bill in the House offers more moderate car tab relief, but is more likely to end up on the ballot as an alternative to Eyman's.
Sound Transit opposes all 3 bills. You can now get Dick's Burgers delivered to your door if you live near Kent, courtesy DoorDash. This comes as Sound Transit considers booting the restaurant to make way for a new maintenance facility. There is a public meeting on that proposal next month. And now your forecast.
Clear for your drive home, then tomorrow increasing clouds, and I do think a developing chance for at least a few flurries across the area. I'm KIRO 7 Pinpoint meteorologist Nick Allard.
It's 43 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
From Kirkland to Queen Anne, this is KIRO Radio 97.3 FM.
News and talk, powered by the Pacific Northwest.
This is the Candy, Mike, and Todd Show on KIRO Radio 97.3 FM. 97.3 FM.
So why is it a big deal that likely child rapist R. Kelly went to a McDonald's? I didn't know about this. I've been to this McDonald's. Now I never want to go back to this McDonald's. We'll talk about that. And I don't know that you want to hear, but I think you need to hear the ugliness of the charges against Robert Kraft and presumably the other men who decided to go down to Florida, a bunch of billionaires, and engage in acts of prostitution or to take advantage of that in what looks like sex trafficking. So, man, it's a fun day of afternoon drive radio. Oh, yeah, he's the owner of the New England Patriots.
There we go.
Just so we're saying that. Now, let's do this. We do a contest, and sometimes it works out really well. It's called Choose Your News. You take control of the show. So if you're feeling extra powerful, it's because right now you basically own a media company.
Did everyone agree with you? Let's find out. Choose Your News on the Candy, Mike, and Todd Show.
We gave you the headlines. You've been texting your votes, Candy, Mike, or Todd, or something about the stories to 98973, the online trading academy text line. What's the score at this point? Well, Mike is up with 10, Todd 11, and I am at 5, we think. So here's what people have been texting from the 360. Candy, My coworker's HOA prohibited biracial couples in the very fine print. This is local, updated in 2015 to allow it. I have to hear the HOA story. From the 425, wow, today is a tough choice. All three are very interesting topics, but I'm voting for Mike's story on the cheap TVs. I have to know. From the 206, Todd, we know Tacoma Public Schools won't work to save money, but I want to hear your idea. And the winner is, let's see, winner is, play the thing.
A winner!
Mike Lewis, congratulations.
There's an enthusiastic applause. Do you want the enthusiastic one? I can pull it up from yesterday.
I gave you the golf
You can use any applause you like.
All right, golf clap for today. That currently puts your total at 11. Your story on the cheap TVs piqued a lot of interest.
Yeah, it was a funny one. It was a story out of USA Today, and it talks about why, and I was kind of wondering this. I do all of my television consumption on my laptop because I just don't want to bother with having a TV in the house. But that doesn't mean I'm not watching TV. I'm just watching it via my laptop, correct? So I was wondering, though, last time I was in Costco, I'm like, wow, how do they sell these things? Are so fancy, and they're so cheap. And the prices keep dropping, unlike the prices of many things. And it turns out there's a couple reasons. One is manufacturing has improved. LCD manufacturing is widespread now, and that's one reason. But the primary reason is this. It's what they refer to as post-purchase monetization. And if you're wondering what that is, that means exactly, anyone who's laughing right now, that means your TV and its ability to collect data on everything you watch. And particularly as you've upgraded to smart TVs and as you have, as its ability to deliver you more personalized advertising than it used to be. This used to be tracked through, say, Roku or whatever, Apple TV or whatever you're using. It's actually baked into the TVs now. And these companies, Samsungs, the LGs, the Vizios of the world, are not just manufacturing companies anymore. They are data mining companies, and they can actually make a lower profit margin on your TV because they can sell that data for a ton of money. And in fact, that's led to some of them being fined for not disclosing how much of your data they are actually selling.
In 2005, we went into a building in Microsoft, the Redmond campus, and we entered, my friend Cyrus and I, and we performed a presentation about the TV that watches you, the TV that sees your weight and your mood and the number of people regularly in your house, your level of eyesight, the happiness of your family, your prospective health because of how much you sweat, how winded you are, the products you consume while in front of the TV. We took that to them and said, this is the future. It's the TV that watches you. And they looked at that and said, we don't see the revenue model. You don't see the revenue model on spying on people? If you have a smart TV,
it's not spying.
It is, and it's watching you.
It's not spying because I have all of it. I have all of it. The Roku, I was a TiVo beta tester. I have Apple TV, Chromecast. If they have it, I have it. It's all in one place. And so when you said that, like, oh, they're collecting all your data. Yeah, I literally pick up my remote and I say something into it now, and it pulls it up. Here are your 10 options of where to watch this. That is what I'm okay with. I can shop from my TV. I do it all the time. If my husband's in another room and he comes in and I want to show somebody else what he's working with on the computer, I pull it up on my TV. Let me show it to your screen.
And it's not just that, right? They will actually look at what show you are watching and what you bought right after that show. I mean, they're getting into really interesting granular data, but this is why TVs... I mean, essentially, it's the whole cell phone thing. We'll give you the cell phone,
right?
Because we want to sell you the service. But actually, what they're selling now is you as the service to somebody else. You're the product.
You wait.
Studying your every move.
See?
You wait until your insurance company buys the data.
I'm okay with
Candy. Okay, we'll see how okay
you are. I signed up for this.
All right, I love the world y'all are building. Hello, Utah. The tower. Tracy Taylor's going to step up and check traffic for us.
Couple of things that I'm keeping an eye on. I was hearing about a motorcycle crash from our news partners over at KIRO 7. This is at Rainier Avenue South and Southwest Victoria Street, reported to be blocking, and there are injuries.